And a new report is giving us new insight into the kind of economic decline downtown Seattle is experiencing right now. As we first reported, the vacancy rate downtown is about 37%, which means about a third of all office space sits empty. Post-pandemic work-from-home policies are reshaping cities across the country, no doubt. But the Downtown Seattle Association released new data that suggests Seattle's Jumpstart Tax that was passed by council 5 years ago is now to blame for the loss of business. At the time, the tax was meant to jumpstart the local economy post-COVID by adding a payroll expense tax on the city's biggest businesses. But the Downtown Association claims it's forcing businesses to move across the lake to Bellevue. The new analysis finds that downtown Seattle has lost 30,000 jobs since 2020, and the taxable value of its buildings have fallen 48%, even as Bellevue, which has no comparable tax, added jobs and saw commercial values rise 7%.
These taxes that were imposed by City Hall 5 years ago put us at a competitive disadvantage. It's much more expensive to locate a job here than it is in Bellevue or other cities around the region or other cities around the country. And there's cities around the region, around the country, they're adding jobs. They've grown their tax base and their jobs base over these last 4 or 5 years. But downtown Seattle has one of the highest office vacancies in the country.
Now, there's growing pushback to this report. Former City Council member Teresa Mosqueda, who helped pass the Jumpstart Tax 5 years ago, said this new DSA report is trying to rewrite history. She told us bluntly, quote, "Wow, what a misinterpretation of history. Jumpstart kept Seattle in the black for 4 years, avoided austerity, and kept us from deep budget cuts while investing directly in small business, economic resilience, funding, and affordable housing for workers." Mosqueda, who's now on the King County Council, also adds that the kind of vacancy rate we're seeing in Seattle is consistent with other big cities in the country facing a lot of these work-from-home policies. Now, the DSA is not saying you should repeal the Jumpstart tax. They're saying maybe we should think about pausing it right now to sort of, quote, course correct what we've been seeing over the last 5 years.
But the tax is making money for the city, right?
Right.
So how's that going?
Well, it was designed to make money for local businesses and to help jumpstart things and local services and things like that. Only about 70% of what's been taken in so far, Mimi, only comes from 10 big businesses. And about half of the money that's been taken in by the city has been rerouted to the general fund to make up for a loss of the overall budget. So it's not always going where it was expected to go originally. So the tax itself has been controversial that way too. Okay. So, bottom line is downtown needs a boost and people are looking for ways to do that. No one has the solution yet.